Hello everyone, it's time for another EU News update, and we have a lot to talk about today. As always, for any merchandise you see in this video, there will be links in the description where you can either buy or pre-order them. Legendary movie poster and book cover artist Drew Struzan passed away on October 13th at the age of 78. Drew Struzan has been suffering from Alzheimer's disease for years now, to the point where he can no longer paint or sign autographs. It is a dreadful disease. At the age of 18, Drew moved to Los Angeles to attend the Art Center College of Design. Drew Struzan's career started in the early 70s, where he illustrated album covers for bands like Black Sabbath, Iron Butterfly, Earth, Wind & Fire, and Alice Cooper's Welcome to My Nightmare. In the mid-70s, he did movie posters for B-movies like Empire of the Ants and Food of the Gods. He was hired to do the poster for the 1978 re-release of Star Wars. Drew painted some of the most iconic posters for the most legendary films. All 6 Lucas-era Star Wars movies. E.T., the Back to the Future trilogy, Hook, Goonies, Hellboy, and much more. His career lasted over 50 years for over 150 movie posters. He was given less than 24 hours to create the movie poster for John Carpenter's The Thing, and ended up making a poster just as memorable as the movie itself. He even worked on many Star Wars book covers during the 90s, like The Black Fleet Crisis, Children of the Jedi, the Corellian Trilogy, The Courtship of Princess Leia, Darksaber, The Crystal Star, the Darth Maul comic miniseries, the Han Solo trilogy, and a lot more. Regarding Drew, George Lucas said, "Drew was an artist of the highest order. His illustrations fully captured the excitement, tone, and spirit of each of my films his artwork represented. His creativity through a single illustrated image opened up a world full of life and vivid color, even at a glance. I was lucky to have worked with him time and time again." Rest in peace, Drew Struzan. Your legacy will live on, being connected to some of the most classic films and books of all time. George Lucas sold Lucasfilm to Disney 13 years ago, and we are all still paying for it. But Lucas has moved past it. He's been hard at work building the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art, which is expected to open in 2026 in Los Angeles. In a statement with the Wall Street Journal, George said, "Disney took it over and they gave it their vision. That's what happens. Of course, I've moved past it. I mean, I've got a life. I'm building a museum. A museum is harder than making movies. One exhibit out of 33 will include Star Wars vehicles, and George said he only did it because people coming to the museum would have been asking about it." I think it has been well established at this point that George is not returning to Star Wars, despite what certain internet rumor mongers want to claim, and he does not consider what Disney is making to be his vision of Star Wars, despite certain Disney canon fans trying to weaponize George's words against the EU. At this point in his life, George's biggest project is this museum, not stressing about Star Wars like the rest of us. And I can respect that. Plus, the museum looks pretty dang cool. Fans are continuing to keep the EU alive through animations on YouTube. First is the LEGO Force Unleashed fan film by Calvin Brown Animations, a remake of a LEGO fan film from 15 years ago. It really captures Starkiller's crazy force powers in LEGO form, which is a lot of fun. And next is an anime fan film of New Jedi Order by Jar Jar Jargon. It's like a hand-animated trailer for Star Wars Vector Prime. It's an era of Star Wars that really does deserve to be on screen. Also, the YouTuber Jar Jar Jargon advocates for Lucasfilm to animate the Legends timeline in 2D, which I am in full agreement with. In book news, the long-awaited Revenge of the Sith Deluxe Edition was released on October 14th. In celebration of the 20th anniversary of the film, this hardcover edition's most prominent feature is the included annotations of author Matthew Stover and his process with writing the novel. Stover didn't want to do the project at first, but he changed his mind when book editor Tom Dupree pitched the project as a teaching opportunity for readers. This novelization is widely considered one of the best Star Wars books, so this annotated version is like extra cherries on the ice cream sundae. Though I wouldn't mind if they did this with other Star Wars books as well. I kinda thought that's what the Essential Legends collections should have done from the beginning. The Revenge of the Sith Deluxe Edition is now available. A new Disney canon novel was announced recently, It will supposedly be about Princess Leia and Rey Skywalker, and normally I wouldn't care one way or the other about this book. Except in this case, there is one infuriating detail. The book's title, Star Wars Legacy, which of course is taken directly from the Star Wars Legacy comics, which take place over 100 years past the original trilogy. Why does the new canon consistently feel the need to take titles from stuff that existed within the EU, when it can literally pick anything else? It has done this with Tales of the Jedi, New Jedi Order, Dawn of the Jedi, and so on. People say continuing the EU would cause confusion, so what the hell is this supposed to do? Besides burying the original EU stories in the Google search results. People get mad at the new canon for certain story decisions, but none of that is my Star Wars, so I don't really care what they do. But these rip-off titles? Stop doing that. You want to read the real Star Wars Legacy? The hardcover omnibus for Star Wars Legacy Volume 1 comes out in May 2026. Just get that instead. From Inkstone Books, the exclusive hardcover edition of Knight Errant in the Essential Legends collection is now available. Limited to just 750 copies, these books are individually numbered and signed by author John Jackson Miller. The edges are sprayed green, and Cara Holt's lightsaber is on display on the back cover. As there is a limited quantity available, be sure to order fast if you're interested. In France, Star Wars Legends The Rebellion Volume 3 was released on October 22nd. Emperor Palpatine sends a spy to a distant planet to test Princess Leia's resolve. Boba Fett faces a near-impossible mission, while Luke Skywalker faces an equally daunting challenge. This book collects Star Wars River of Chaos, Star Wars Empire issues 28 through 40, and Star Wars 3D issues 1 through 3. In merchandise news, we have a lot to go over. The upcoming set Secrets of Power in the Star Wars Unlimited card game features some EU-specific cards, mainly focused on the Knights of the Old Republic era. Remember, if you buy a pack or a box, you'll most likely also get new canon cards as well. If you just want the EU-focused cards, be sure to purchase them individually. The Secrets of Power cards are now available for pre-order and are expected to come out on November 7th. From Hot Toys Collectibles, we have the 6-scale figure of Anakin Skywalker as seen at the end of Revenge of the Sith. The tale of Anakin Skywalker reaches its tragic climax on the volcanic planet of Mustafar, where his friendship with Obi-Wan Kenobi shatters into flames. It's a pivotal moment that marks Anakin's final descent into Darth Vader. It features a newly developed head sculpt with 2 pairs of interchangeable separate rolling eyeballs and 2 styles of interchangeable fringe sculpts to reflect Anakin's evolving battle-worn expression. For the first time, collectors can switch between lifelike blue iris eyeballs and Sith yellow iris eyeballs to highlight his dramatic shift towards the dark side. It also comes with 9 interchangeable hands featuring fists, relaxed hands, lightsaber holding hands, and multiple force-using gesture hands. A lightsaber hilt and an LED-lit lightsaber hilt illuminate his inner conflict, coming with various interchangeable red and blue lightsaber blades to reimagine his final duel or transformation. Complementing the figure is a diorama figure base styled after Mustafar, featuring a panning droid with articulated arms and lava effects. He is now available for pre-order and is expected to ship between July 2026 and December 2026. We are also getting the 6-scale figure of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan faces perhaps his darkest trial, confronting Anakin Skywalker in a duel that will forever change their fates. Amid the blast furnaces and molten rivers, every wound, every word, and every step is steeped in tragedy and resolve. The head sculpt features separate rolling eyeballs and a finely sculpted dark brown short hairstyle, complemented by a strand of wool material hair implanted on the fringe to enhance realism. He is also included with 9 interchangeable hands and blue lightsaber blades with both LED lighted and non-lighted hilt options for dynamic action. The figure is displayed on a specially designed diorama base featuring a repulsor platform and lava effects that replicate Mustafar's volcanic landscape. He is now available for pre-order and is expected to ship between October 2026 and December 2026. And we are getting the 6-scale figure of Han Solo as seen in The Empire Strikes Back. As captain of the Millennium Falcon, Han and his co-pilot Chewbacca came to believe in the cause of galactic freedom, joining Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia in the fight against the Empire. The figure includes a newly developed head sculpt with separate rolling eyeballs that convey Han's wit and resolve. He includes 13 interchangeable hands, such as pistol holding and open pointed gesture hands, to bring the beloved smuggler's expressive poses to life. Han's cold weather outfit is faithfully recreated with bendable wire layered over his jacket and his signature V-neck shirt. Included are a blaster pistol, a welder, and protective goggles used during repairs on the Millennium Falcon. A breath mask is seen when Han and his team discover that they're inside an Exogorth, and a droid collar. He is now available for pre-order and is expected to ship between October 2026 and March 2027. And finally, from Hot Toys, as part of the Scum and Villainy line, is the 6-scale figure of Kithaba, a Clantunian characterized by his wrinkled greenish-brown skin, defined brow, and large overbite lend him a threatening appearance befitting the raw strength of his species. In Jabba the Hutt's employ, Kithaba guards Luke Skywalker on the sail barge. He underestimates the Jedi's skills and is slain in battle over the Great Pit of Carkoon. His outfit consists of layered tan shirts, red trousers, a red bandana, and multiple brown belts. He also comes with 2 relaxed hands as well as 2 gripping hands for the Vibro Axe accessory. Limited to just 500 pieces, if you are interested, you can join a waitlist today. And a few reveals during New York Comic Con. For the Vintage Collection, we have Padme Amidala as seen in Attack of the Clones, wearing her outfit she had on Tatooine and Geonosis. She is included with a soft goods cloak and 2 blasters. She is now available for pre-order. Also in the Vintage Collection is Shaak Ti, the Togruta Jedi Master as she is seen in Attack of the Clones. She is included with her soft goods Jedi robe, lightsaber, and a lightsaber hilt. She is now available for pre-order. And at long last, coming to the Black Series, is the legendary Kyle Katarn. Once an Imperial officer, then a Rebel mercenary, and finally a Jedi Knight. He comes with his signature blaster pistol, lightsaber, hilt, and lightsaber motion effects to simulate movement. He is now available for pre-order and is expected to ship in spring 2026. There were also a couple of reveals at the London Comic Con. For the Vintage Collection is Darth Vader as he appears at the end of Return of the Jedi. This figure depicts Vader at the wrong end of the Emperor's wrath. He includes a removable hand, lightsaber, Force lightning effects accessories, and a transparent helmet to replicate the scene of the Sith Lord being electrocuted. He is now available for pre-order and is expected to ship in spring 2026. For the Black Series, we have Quinlan Vos. Initially a background character in The Phantom Menace, Quinlan rose to prominence in the Star Wars Republic comics. He comes with lightsaber, hilts, and lightsaber motion effects to simulate movement. Missed opportunity to give him a blaster, since he is the Jedi with a gun. He is now available for pre-order and is expected to ship in spring 2026. And this may be the most adorable LEGO set I've ever seen. It's the gingerbread AT-AT Walker, including a little gingerbread Darth Vader, just in time for the holiday season. And when you flip up the side of the walker, there's a cozy little interior with a fireplace, stockings hanging over it, and a drinking cup with a cookie. It's the perfect Christmas gift, but it's currently on back order. And in video games, we are supposedly still getting a KOTOR remake, one that was announced over 4 years ago at this point, but now there are some leaked images from when Aspyr was working on it. There are renders of blasters, vibroswords, consoles, and containers from the original, updated with modern graphics. Most of this seems to be in the early parts of the game. Supposedly, in this version, modified weapons would change in appearance, unlike in the original game, which I think is a cool update, and hopefully that is also kept in Saber Interactive's version, if it ever comes out. In SWTOR news, they gave us some upcoming details on what is to come in Game Update 7.8. Dynamic encounters are coming to Dantooine. A massive ship of unknown origins crashes onto its surface, and a multitude of flora, fauna, and droids all pour out of it. The droids began performing their primary task to create and sustain 3 biomes for the diverse biology that were aboard the ship. Concerned locals were drawn in by this mysterious ship that is currently destroying Dantooine's native environment to create its own. When players visit the planet, they will be contacted by the head researchers of the GSI. Players will work together to progress through each of these biomes until they come across a boss. There will be various rewards for completing tasks like mini-pets, mounts, and decorations. And for a planet as nice as Dantooine, it looks like players will soon be able to set up their own stronghold there. But what do you all think? Let me know in the comments below.